Why do I always cough and sneeze when I start recording? Anyways, hey guys, as you can see, I just won a battle, and I was like, hey, it was actually quite a good battle, so let me send to this battle. I'm using my Sun team, and let's get it started. Okay. So we have a Rain team versus a Sun team. He starts with his Poseidon, thinking I would start with my Victini, and he immediately predicts a bolt switch, but I'm like, no, I was gonna U-turn into my Weather Producer, and I'm Scarf, so definitely outspeed. And now in my I don't know, I actually go to King right now because I want to abuse the Swift Swim right now and predicting Celebi or Metagos, but I was like, either way, Draco Meteor should do okay amount. I'm not saying it's gonna do a great amount, but it does a decent amount here. Now that I see this thingy, I get into my Victini because I'm an idiot and I misclick because I have 3 red and color Pokemon and I'm like, oh, let's just click one of them. And he goes into Aphrodite and I go and U-turn back out into my Ninetales. Predicted a Volt Switch over a Water type because so far he's been U-turning like a bastard. So I'm like, hey, I can take a Volt Switch definitely. It brings in Poseidon. This is what I wanted. I wanted him to feel like he had the upper hand against my Ninetales because now I can Hypnosis and put Poseidon to sleep. One threat down. Ninetales being the weakest, even weaker than a Bomberstone in my offense of the Weather Producers. I think it did a decent job. Now the Balloon up, I get Sword Stance up and he misses a Will-O-Wisp. I miss a Will-O-Wisp later and that Will-O-Wisp also counted, so both of them pretty decent. And this one didn't really matter too much in my opinion. Cause I had ways to deal with things. Cause I Breloom Bullet Seed, dude, even after Willow I definitely would have killed. The Will-O-Wisp method for this Celebi, but my U-turn from a Victini definitely one shot this thing. Or maybe unless it's defensive spread then, but judging by how much Bullet Seed done, I don't think it's a defensive spread. I know he's gonna do a Bullet Punch, so I say, hey, I should just Mark Punch, get as much damage as he can, and I don't think I can live a Bullet Punch at all, because he's most probably banded. And what do you know, he was banded, because I don't see any sort of weather issues going on. I go for the Flamethrower, even though I know that Polydot's coming in, because I thought, let's just be safe in case he wants to overpredict or some sort of shenanigans, but he doesn't overpredict, he does a safe switch in the Polydot, and I respect him for that. And yeah, he switches into his Metagross now, and I'm like, Energy Ball, because I'm not predicting anymore. He overpredicts too much, and I was fearing he would overpredict on me. And I missed the Willow. This is important. This is actually important. Now, I have to sack something, so I go to my jumpluff predicting in Earthquake, and I do. Oh no, I don't have to sack anything. Now, I do actually have to sack something. Oh yeah, because he has agility, I have to sack something. But I'm predicting I can live whatever next move he's gonna use, and I do. Seeing that he's Life Orb, I'm like, okay, this is an interesting Metagross with agility. I don't like it. I go to my Heatrus and he Zen Headbutts. I'm like, okay, I get it. It's between here. It's not here, not there. I get why you do that. And now I know he's definitely gonna Earthquake, so I can go into my Jumpluff. With Chlorophyll, I can do my favorite on call. And he's stuck into freaking Hermes. Is he naming all his Pokemon after gods? Yeah. Basically, he named everything after gods. That's not an ego or anything. Now he brings in his sleeping portal to get the weather back up, and now I'm like, dude, you do know I'm faster still. I know I'm faster, but I was thinking if in case I wasn't faster, because for some reason I thought he was Scarf at this moment, and I am faster, so I'm like, okay, he's not Scarf. Now, so what the fuck is he? He is not Life Orb, and do you see? Oh, he has leftovers. I'm just a blind asshole. Well, now after the agility, I know that, hey, this is a bad thing. One agility up, I know I can switch into, Jumpluff and Encore him, but he knows that too. So he decides to not let the weather stay, and he could have set up another agility. I don't see why he wouldn't. But now he switches back into his Chandra's Terrarian, and I go for the Energy Ball again. Because I keep forgetting this shit. But he has a special defense drop, which I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm not sure if it mattered too much, but now after this, I just Flamethrower. I think it is in the rain. Here's a Spadef drop, and that does nothing. Nothing at all. I'm like, okay, fuck this shit. I'm going to my Victini, because I need to sack something. I decided, hey, might as well sack my Victini. He agilities, and now like I say, nothing can outspeed. And now I know that he doesn't know this, but my Ninetales is especially defensive. Because I was like, oh, why not? I mean, every other weather induces special defensive. Might as well put mine as specially defensive. So I live that nasty plotted Thunderbolt, and I just kill him off with Flamethrower. Definitely Spadef drop mattered. but he didn't expect me to stay in. But now he has a Rain back up, and I'm like, okay, bro, I can go into my King Draw, Abuser of Rain, and he goes into his Meta Ghost, and I'm like, oh, you're so fucked. You are so fucked. A Rain Booster Hydro Pump, definitely, no doubt, will take that out. Now he goes into Poseidon again, and I'm like, I could drop a Draco, or I could set up the weather, because now he has to switch into either his Scizor or something, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. He doesn't switch into Scizor. I'm like, oh, fuck, okay, that's not cool. Now I'm thinking I should just Energy Ball, see how much that does. It does 28%. This guy's a bulky motherfucker. And in the sun, I don't die from Hydro Pump, especially since I'm especially defensive. And now I can do what I was planning to do for a long time. Switch out on the Predictor Hydro Pump, and I can drop a Draco and anything. But he goes into Scizor, and I'm like, bro, no. I'm still faster than you, even without the rain. I'm faster. So I drop a Draco on that bitch, and I know that he's going to Polito, and I can now go into my Ninetales, and my weather is there to stay. So now, pretty much, it's 4v1, but I still think it's a pretty good match because that was quite good predictions here and there. He overpredicts like a bastard, and I'm like, okay. But hey, what are we if we are not predictors? So right now he gets his lefty shit. I go in my King Drawer and I'm like, drop a Draco, and it's like, okay, 61%. Okay, that means a next Draco definitely can kill. I thought. Unless you get min-max damage and somehow the Draco does not do 30% but does 25%, and I'm like, fuck you, Poseidon. And he goes for Hydro Pump Summon. Okay, either way, my Jumpluff could outstall Poseidon for days. And I had Sleep Powder. So now I just dropped the last Draco on him, and that would be a good game. So thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.